up, guys? Phoenix here, and welcome back to another pixel art tutorial part thingy-mabob for Zenitsu Agatsuma, whatever, from Demon Slayer. This is going to be part 2 of the tutorial. So, I'm trying to get some of these recorded so I can have some of them out during the week because I have none of them recorded, and I said I wasn't going to do it, but I did. So hopefully I can stay consistent with the uploads and getting them recorded so that there's no lapse in upload schedule. But where we're going to go for today is over here on the middle part of the build where we have these 3 flats marked out with dirt blocks or grass blocks. We're going to build up from that. So since we're going to be going up and to the left, we can put our placement block to the top or left side, and we're just going to jump right into it by going up and to the left 2 flat 4 times in a row. 1, 2, that's 1. 1, 2, that's 2. 1, 2, that's 3. And 1, 2, that's 4. Let's go back now and delete these extra dirt blocks in the way. I've noticed an influx of people in my comments, so thank you. If you guys have been commenting more, I don't know if it's higher viewers. It doesn't look like it's higher viewers, but it looks like more people are commenting. So I thank you for that. It helps keep me going. Sorry I'm saying a lot, but yeah. And then there's a bunch of comments recently saying like he deserves more, underrated channel and stuff, so I appreciate it, guys. But I do know pixel arting is a small community, so I expect it to stay small, but I still appreciate all support. Anyways, from here we're gonna go up and to the left 1 single, up and to the left 2 flat, 1, 2. And right now what we're basically doing is shaping out the jawline, and underneath this little gap right here that's being created is actually his neck, just so you guys can know what's happening. Or if you're just looking at the thumbnail, you can tell where we're at. Anyways, from that 2 flat, we're going to go up and to the left 5 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up and to the left 2 flat 2 times in a row, so placement block on the left side. 1, 2. Placement block 1, 2. Perfect. Up and to the left 4 singles now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and to the left 2 flat again. 1, 2. And we're getting ready to be done here, and then we can connect it to the rest of the neck. Up and to the left 2 singles. 1, 2. Up and to the left 2 vertical. 1, 2. And then finally up and to the left 1 single again. 1. Perfect. So it hasn't connected to anything yet, and that's what we're going to handle right now. We're just going to go all the way down here where we have this 2 flat waiting right here, kind of with nothing connecting to it. And what I want you to do from there is we're actually going to add 8 blocks to the top of the right block. So the right block right here in this 2 flat. We're going to add 8 pieces of coal to the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And as you can see, it met what we already had there at a diagonal. You can add an extra 2 to the top if you want to kind of just thicken this line. So let's do that. So now you should have this shape. You can see it hangs off at the top 1 extra, but it meets up with a straight line that's created on this right block in the 2 flat. So if you have that, it's correct, which is good. All we're going to do from there is we're going to kind of distinguish between the hair and the neck right now. So it's going to get a little bit thicker with this line, but then we're going to spread out from there. So let's go to the top where we have this single right here and go up into the left 1 single. And we're going to work with that single again in a minute. So, you know, just don't forget about it. But underneath it, we're going to put 8 blocks going straight down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And on that last block, so this one on the bottom, all we're going to do is add another 6 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, we're going to kind of leave that floating in limbo right here, this little backwards L shape we just created, so I'm going to mark it right there. But what we're going to do is fly back up to the top where we have the single waiting and continue working on the face. So from that single, now that that's at the top, we're going to go up and to the left, 2 vertical, so placement block on top or to the left side. 1, 2. Up and to the left 2 singles. 1, 2. Up and to the left 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. From the 3 vertical, we're going to go to the top block, and we're going to put 5 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're then going to go up and to the left 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. Up and to the left, 2 singles. 1, 2. Up and to the left, 2 flat. 1, 2. And then from this 2 flat, we're going to go to the left block right here and put an extra block to the left. So now it's 3 in length, but it's not going to stay that way for long. We're going to add an extra 1 to the top and 2 below it. 1, 2. We're not actually going to touch the 2 below for now. This is part of the hair when we get to that part of the build. Instead, we're going to still work with the top part right here and just continue shaping it out. I just wanted to give myself a little bit of a head start so that when I get to these parts later, some of the blocks are already there to connect to. So let's go to this 1 single. We have the top right here, and we're going to go up and to the left, 2 vertical, 2 times in a row. So placement block on the top or left side. 1, 2, that's 1. Placement block again. 1, 2, that's 2. Up and to the left, 3 singles now. 1, 2, 3. And from those 3 singles, we're going to go to the second block, so the one in the middle right here. And we're going to put 4 pieces of coal underneath it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to go to this top single over here. And we're going to go up and to the left, 2 flat from here. So placement block on the left or top side. 1, 2. And from those 2 flat, what we're going to do is we're going to add 1 to the top of each. So now it's this big square. And then we're going to go to the left block over here and put 3 on top. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Let me just check my recording. I am still recording. Good, good, good. And I'm not live. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure I wasn't live streaming something by accident. That would have been really awkward. So now that we have this weird shape right here, what we can do is we're done with this 2 vertical on the right side of it, but on the left side of it, kind of like what we did down here where we did a piece of it for the hair, we can do that here as well by on this bottom block going down into the left, 3 vertical, 1, 2, 3, and then marking it for later. As I said, we're not doing the hair right now, so I'm just leaving those for later. But let's fly back up to the top of this 5 vertical we've created now. And we're going to put a placement block on the top so we can go up and to the left, 5 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Placement block on top so we can go up and to the left, 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 2 middle blocks on this 4 vertical are going to each get 1 to the left of them. So these 2 blocks right here. So let's go to the left side. 1, 1. And we can mark those later because those are hair pieces as well. Now let's go to the top of this 4 vertical and put a placement block on top so we can go up into the right 6 vertical, so it's not the left side this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And from the 6 vertical, this is hair, but we're going to need it to reach the other parts of his face. We're going to branch back down and around and kind of curve out the rest of his hair. So let's go to the second to last and third to last from the top right here. So 1 and 1. And we're going to put a coal to the right of each of those. 1, 1. And we're actually going to work with those 2 coals. Alright? So from there, we're going to go down and to the right. 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. And you can see it's kind of equal with the bottom block in the 6 vertical we just created. Before we continue with this 3 vertical, I want you to put a marker on the top block in this 6 vertical right here, because when we are completing some of the hair detail, we'll come back to it later. So let's just put a marker on that top single right there. We have a couple of markers on this build, as you can see right now. That's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them in this just part alone. Oh wait, 6. There's one down there. Most of these will connect to each other, like that one and that one will connect to each other. So don't worry about it. We'll get to it when we get to it. Let's go back to this 3 vertical now, and underneath it, we're going to put a placement block on the bottom or right side so that we can go down into the right 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down into the right 2 vertical. 1, 2. Down into the right 6 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. And from the 6 flat, we're going to actually go to the final block, so this one all the way on the right side, and we're going to do a few things. First, we're going to put a block underneath it, and from that block underneath, we're going to put 1 to the left. And let's mark those 2 right now, because those will be like the little coily details that we are putting into the ear. If you followed my Mirio tutorial, you can see we always put little squiggly lines in the ears just to make them not look so bland. We'll cover that right now probably. It'll take a quick section of the build to do. But let's discuss what we're also going to do with the last block on this 6 flat again. The second thing we're going to do at least, which is put 2 pieces of coal on top. 1, 2. Alright. So we're going to come back to these 2 verticals we just placed. But instead right now what we're going to do is work with the coily piece of the ear, which is with these 2 flats on the bottom right here. So let me just zoom out so you can see. We are coming back to that, so don't be worried. We're going to work with the 2 flat right now. So first thing we're going to do is go to the right block in the 2 flat, put a placement block underneath or to the right side of it, and go down into the right 2 flat 2 times in a row. 1, 2, that's 1. Placement block. 1, 2, that's 2. From that second 2 flats to this lower one right here, we're going to go to the right block and put 3 pieces of coal underneath. 1, 2, 3. We're then going to put a placement block underneath that or to the left side so we can go down into left 4 vertical. 1, 2, oops, 2, 3, 4. From that 4 vertical, we're going to do 2 things from the bottom block. First, we're going to put 2 singles going down into the right from it. So 1, 2. Then we're going to go to that final block still and put 2 pieces of coal to the left. 1, 2. So we have this shape now. From those 2 to the left we just placed, we're going to go up into the left 2 flat. So let's put our placement block on the end right there. 1, 2. Up into the left 7 vertical. So placement block on the top or left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the diagonal ends up meeting up with the first 2 flat we placed at the top right there, which is perfect. All we're going to do to finish off this little coily piece of the ear is on the 7 flat we created, we're going to go to the bottom and find the second to last and third to last block, so these 2 right here. And we're going to put a piece of coal to the left of each of them. 1, 1. Whoops. 1, 1. Perfect. Now from those 2 verticals, we're going to go up into the left 2 vertical again, so placement block 1, 2. And then up into left 1 single. And that's it for the ear right here. So we can zoom out and you can see what the shape looks like right here. If it doesn't look perfect, this is fine. This doesn't connect to any other part of the build. So let's say you accidentally have something that looks like this or something, or this, or whatever. It doesn't really matter. This isn't going to touch any other part of the build. So as long as it looks something like this, you should be fine to go. This isn't one of the parts you should sweat. So let's go back up now to the 2 vertical we marked. Sorry. Oh god, my voice. Let's go back up to the 2 vertical we marked. And we're going to go to the bottom block in it right here. And we're going to put 1 single to the right. I'm going to leave the top block marked because you can add streaks to his hair by going up from it. And we're not going to do that yet, so I'm going to leave that alone. Instead, we're just going to go to this single we added to the right of the bottom block in the 2 vertical. And go down into the right 1 single again. Like so. Down into the right 5 flat, so placement block underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up into the right 1 single. Down into the right 2 flat. 1, 2. And that single we just placed, we'll mark that as well because that's another one we can add another streak to his hair with. There's going to be a lot of markers. We'll go through all of them, so don't worry. These will most likely be in a detail part of the build. We're going to work on the outline first. So from that 2 flat, we're going to go down into the right 4 flat. Placement block underneath or to the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then delete those placement blocks. From that 4 flat, we're going to go to the 3rd block. So this one right here, or the second to last one from the right. And I want you to add 7 pieces of coal to the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're then going to put a placement block on top or to the left side so we can go up into the left 6 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Placement block on top so we can go up into the left 5 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're almost at the point of his left eyebrow. I know we've covered, it looks like we didn't cover a lot today, but I'm going to only be doing 15 minutes for the tutorial, so it is going to end soon, and it will probably finish up the rest of the outline next time. But I want to cover as much as I can and leave as many markers as possible just to make the transition smoother each and every time we come back to it. So, from this 5 vertical, we're going to go up into the left 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. And from the top block in that 3 vertical, we're going to do 2 things. First, we're going to put 1 to the right. and then we're going to put 4 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So we can mark those 4 to the left because those are more hair detail, and that's probably going to connect to that single we have down here later. We're just not doing the detail now, but we're going to continue with this single we had to the right, this one to the right, by going up and to the right from it, 2 flat, 2 times in a row. So let's put our placement block to the right side. 1, 2, that's 1. 1, 2, that's 2. Up and to the right, 21 vertical, so placement block to the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And you might want to double count that just so you don't mess it up. Part of this thing though is that this 21 vertical is connecting to another streak of the hair, so about halfway through it we're going to cut it off and actually start the eyebrow, which will help us bridge the rest of the face. So let's go back down to the bottom right here and get rid of this dirt block first, and then from the top I want you to count down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. Let's go all the way to the top. Let's find the 6th block down, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that 6th block right there is where we're going to continue the build by going to the right of it and putting 4 pieces of coal to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can mark those top blocks right here if you want. We'll come back to those later, though I figure if I tell you to just go to the top of the 21 vertical without even marking it, you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna just leave a marker there just because we've been marking everything. So from this 4 flat, what we're going to do is we're going to go down and to the right, 2 flat, so placement block to the right side. 1, 2, down and to the right, 3 flat, 2 times in a row. 1, 2, 3, that's 1, placement block at the end. 1, 2, 3, that's 2. And then from that last 3 flat, we're going to add an extra block to the right, except from that extra block we're going to put 2 underneath. 1, 2, and 8 on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. So actually the 8 on top is going to loop back around and end up touching part of this 4 flat right here, because this is his eyebrow that gets overlapped by a piece of hair. So I think that'll be a perfect point to finish at for today. So I'm going to loop it back around and then we'll be done from there. So in the next part, we're going to actually start from the 2 vertical on the bottom of this we just created. We put 8 on the top and 2 on the bottom, so the 2 on the bottom is where we're going to start from next time, so mark it. But let's go to the top right here and put a placement block on top so we can go up and to the left. 6 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Placement block on top and go up and to the left. 16 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And you can mark that top block because that is also an extension of the hair that we'll get to next time. Except from the 16 vertical now, we're gonna go to the bottom of it, so right here, and I want you to count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like so. Once you have those 6 blocks counted out, we're going to knock out the bottom 4 so that there's only these 2, the 5th and the 6th block, and we're just going to put a coal to the left of each. 1, 1, like so. Redo this part if you need to, just make sure you're focused up and ready. From those 2 we added to the left, we're going to go and put a placement block underneath so we can go down and to the left, 2 vertical, 3 times in a row. 1, 2, that's 1, placement block. 1, 2, that's 2. 1, 2, that's 3. Perfect. Now to finish up this part, we're going to go down into the left, 1 single, and then down into the left, 2 vertical, and we're going to do that 4 times in a row. So placement block underneath or to the left side. 1, 2, that's 1. 1, 2, that's 2. 1, 2, that's 3. And 1, 2, that's 4. And you can see it touched the 4 flat like I said it would. Perfect. So we made quite a bit of progress in the last 20 minutes. We're going to go from this 2 vertical on the bottom over here next time and continue the face. We are about halfway done with the face. Actually, no, we're not really halfway done with the face. We have quite a little bit to do, but we've done a lot of the left detail and set some markers up for next time. So hopefully next time we'll be able to complete the rest of the face, and then The part after that, we'll do the hair, and then we'll start working on details. So I'm assuming this might be 6 to 7 parts, just because of how short I'm making the videos, but it should be fine. Hopefully I'll upload them as fast as I've been uploading them recently. But as always, this is Phoenix, and I'll see you guys later.